What is up? The sky. So, if you guys know, maybe the OG subscribers will know, back in the day, about almost a year ago, when I really got into fitness, I was very into bodybuilding, and even though I was a newbie, I wanted to be a bodybuilder. But my interests have changed, my passions have changed. If anything, it's like the opposite now, because I'm a lot more into calisthenics. But I'm not saying bodybuilding's bad. There are great things and there are bad things to it, and that's what this video is going to be about. All these pros and cons are based upon my experience of those few months where lifting weights was the only thing I wanted to do. And this is just my opinion as well. Don't take this to heart, please. So, as always, let's start with the pros. Now, number one, if you train right, you will make a lot of gains. And you just see your muscles over time just blowing up. It's pretty nice, you know, I mean, it feels pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew what I was doing, and as I was a newbie in particular, like, my lifts just blew up, and over time, as I just saw my physique slowly evolving and changing, it just made me feel good. It felt like a good accomplishment, like, because so many people can't approach fitness and such, and they just give up, whereas for me, I was like, damn, I'm actually making progress. This is sick. Yeah, if you train right, if you really prioritize your gym routine, your weightlifting schedule, you will make a lot of progress. And number two, you'll gain a lot of confidence, like, just mainly in yourself, like the fact that you just look better with like how much muscle you've packed on over time. You'll just feel a lot more confident with yourself. And literally, I started like a gym situation. Basically, when I started to feel more confident, I started, instead of just wearing t-shirts to the gym, I started wearing a vest and eventually stringers. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like God. I just felt really good. And like, over time, people started to see, as I was making gains, they started asking, like, oh Jake, you've been going to the gym? And I've been like, yes I have. It just feels good that like people actually notice and see the changes that you are making, and the fact that all this hard work you're putting in is paying off and people are seeing it. It just feels great. And the confidence you gain isn't just going to be in the gym, it's going to be every other part of your life, and it just feels good. And the last advantage is you'll gain a lot more commitment. So if you're an aspiring bodybuilder, you have to be very committed and disciplined to go to the gym about 5-6 times a week, like I did myself. And the fact that you actually stick to this, not only are you going to be more committed and disciplined with the gym and your fitness goals, the mentality you develop in the fitness side of your life is gonna carry over to every other aspect of your life, so you'll just become a better person. Now, these main cons was why I decided to look at other things other than just bodybuilding, but this is just my opinion, remember. So number one, this is the main one, because gym is life, bruh, there's a lot of stuff about cardio and such, and like, cardio in turn can impact your recovery. So because you're going to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, the cardio you do should be either minimal or it should be very steady state, so it doesn't impact your recovery. So I would do slow, steady state cardio a couple of times a week. But what happened with this, this was all great over summer, but when I came back to school and started doing more sports and such and being more active, I was literally useless. I was literally out of breath when playing football after one sprint. It just felt awful. Like, just running to me because before I'd been very active and such, and the fact that these months where I just dedicated my like exercise to just lifting weights, I just became so unfit. And cardio became torture, and I just really didn't like that. I just thought, like, pretty much, even though I was looking better, I was feeling worse. That's the main factor why I stopped bodybuilding. So another disadvantage with bodybuilding, in my opinion, is for me, I felt that bodybuilding made fitness take over my life rather than be a part of it. So literally, if you want to be a bodybuilder, because gains is pretty much your priority. It's all that's in your mind. It's all you want to do. You're going to have to make a lot more sacrifices, especially maybe with your social life. So for example, because you're going to the gym so often, you may not be able to go out with your mates as such because you're dedicating so much time to the gym. Hello?
Oi Jake mate, me and the crew are gonna go see Beauty and the Beast later. You fancy coming along? It's gonna be lit AF.
Oh, sorry mate, I can't today. I'm at the gym at the moment.
Mate, you're in the gym 24/7. I miss you.
I'm sorry, I mean, I've got to make those gains.
Right mate, it's your loss though.
Okay, see you mate. I don't need the cinema, I got the gym. I really wanted to watch that film as well though. Can't miss arm day though. Gotta get in those gains. And I didn't get to this point, but when a lot of people, bodybuilders, they're deep into their shredding season, they're so focused on their diet, making sure it's on point and such, so that they look the best they possibly can when they step on stage. But a lot of times, people don't even go out and eat at restaurants and enjoy their life because if they eat at restaurants, their macros aren't going to be so accurate, so they just stay at home and weigh out their stuff.
Oi Jake mate, me and the squad are gonna go get some pizza later. You fancy coming along? I heard the pizzas are sick, like really good.
Oh, sorry man, I can't. It's shredding season. I'm cutting right now. I mean, I can come, but I really have to make sure that my diet's on point, so I mean, I could bring my weighing scale. Hello? It's fine, I'll just get shredded myself. And I mean, if you want to do it, you want to do it, but for me, no. And the last disadvantage of bodybuilding is, like I said, I was only an aspiring bodybuilder for a few months, but you're gonna, in the long run, have to make a lot of sacrifices to your physique. So like, you may look good half the year when you're shredded down and such, but during the off season when it's winter, if you really want to pack on as much mass as you can and make as much gains as possible, you're gonna have to bulk for a very long period of time. And what happens when you bulk for a long period of time? Over time, even if it's a lean bulk, the little bit of fat you gain over time, it will add up and add up. I mean, that's great, but as you've been bulking for so long now, don't you think you should actually cut down a bit and, you know, get a bit lean?
What about mate? Carbs are life. I mean, have you looked at me anyway? I'm bloody huge, mate.
I mean, yeah, you are pretty big, to be fair, and fat.
Oi.
I mean, it's just not what I want to do. I mean, personally, I would like to stay lean because you guys know I'm more about performance. Yeah, I'm more about feeling better and performing better rather than just training to look better. Like, because I know if I perform better and feel better as it is and progress, aesthetics will come along in the process. I did enjoy part of the experience where fitness kind of took over my life, but I mean, if someone offered me to follow this type of style again, no thanks. Like, it's just my opinion. I mean, just do what you want, do what makes you happy. Some people, they love fitness to the point they want it to take over their life, whereas for me, I love fitness, but when it takes over your life, for me it's not really enjoyable. Like, just my opinion. I see fitness as an enhancement to my life, not it completely being my life. But yeah, like I said, just do what you want to do, because yeah, I mean, if you want to be a bodybuilder, the fact that I don't want to be a bodybuilder doesn't mean you can't be a bodybuilder. Just do what you want to do. I'm not saying anything bad about bodybuilding, because the thing is as well, I actually see a lot of bodybuilders as motivators, really, because like their work ethic and such is amazing. So yeah, like I said, I've said it so many times, just do what you want to do. But for me, the bodybuilding lifestyle isn't for me. But yeah, just do what you want to do. Say enough. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do, my friend. As we have now gone through 3 pros and 3 cons, like every other video following this type of style, that is the video. As always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. As always, stay tuned for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.